Hello YouTube, and hopefully everyone is doing well. This is the Chop 3 system with 314 winning shoes in a row and still running. So let's review this successful strategy for both a low roller and high roller. High rollers play at a live casino. Low rollers can play, like Christopher Mitchell, online, although he lives in Las Vegas. You figure that one out. Let's pull up our simulator, and I'm going to be very clear and concise. We're going to follow and we're going to seek out banker, player, banker chop and a player, banker, player chop, a 3-card, 3-hand chop. So when you see a banker, player, banker chop, you want to continue the chop for a player bet, just as we did in the first 4 hands of this shoe. Now, I would tell you that 80% of the time, or a little bit more, you will win in your first 3 Martingale levels. That's a fact. So if you happen to lose on your very first bet, in the case of a banker, player, banker, and a banker comes out, follow your chart for a player, player, banker, banker, player bet. If it's a player, banker, player sequence and you lose your 4th bet, or the 4th hand, I should say, because you haven't bet yet, then you would follow the chart for a banker, player, banker, banker, player bet. Okay? Not to be confusing, once again, you're looking for a banker, player, banker sequence to bet on the chop, which would be a player bet. If you lose, let's say it's a banker, continue on that chart. Now here is a live session that we've pulled up for you, and as you can look at the chart, it's a player, banker, player sequence, and we put $10 on banker. That would be the next bet, and we have an 8 on the player side, and we've got a 5 on the banker, so we lost that bet. Go to the chart. We have a player, banker, player, player sequence now. The next bet would be doubling your bet on banker for $20. So again, important to have the chart with you, whether you're betting online or you're at the casino. In Baccarat, we put that chart on our cards, so we simply don't forget where we are. We don't lose our place. Okay, so let's deal this hand. We're going to show a queen on the player side. We've got an 8 on the banker side. And we've got a 6 on the player side, and we have a natural 8, so we won that bet. So this is the online system that you can use. You can win a couple of $100 a day. Let's now go to the Wizard of Odds. A little bit clearer to show you. So in this sequence, in the shoe, we've got a banker, player, banker. So what's your next bet going to be? That's going to be a player. Let's bet $100. That's going to be our minimum bet at this casino, and we're going to bet $100 on player, and we won that bet. Now don't stop, continue, because in a lot of cases it'll go more than 4 chops. So no betting. You're waiting for a banker, player, banker sequence to continue your bet. We've got our banker, so let's hope we get a player and then a banker, and it's going to end right there. Continue now seeking out your next 3-hand chop, whatever that may be. So we've got a banker, we've got another banker, so we're looking for a player here, another banker, we've got a player, we've got a tie, we've got a banker, another tie, we're looking for a player so we can start betting, and we've got it. Great. So we've got a player, banker, player. Our next bet would be what? $100 on banker. Continue the chop. Now we lost that bet, so your next bet based on our chart would be, check your chart, okay? It's going to be $20 on banker, or in this case $100, $200 on banker. So we won that bet. So right off the bat, we're up a couple of $100. Let's continue. We have a banker showing, looking for a player. We've got our player. Let's hope and pray for a banker. Nope, we picked up another player. So let's continue our search for that 3 hand chop. We've got another tie. And we have a player win. And we've got a banker win. And we have a player win. Banker win. There you go. Banker, player, banker. Bet $100 on player. That's your chop. Okay, and we won that. So we're up $300 pretty quickly. You're going to find that between 5 and 6 sequences will come up per shoe. But remember, let's continue. Well, it stops there. And let's now subscribe if you like this and you think it's helpful. Thumbs up would be very helpful as well. And the Smart Money Group wants to thank you for all of your support for our club and channel. Much appreciated. If you have any questions at all, please send them to info@smart-moneygroup.com. Yes, it's true that we have won 314 shoes in a row. Also, please keep your systems chart on hand at all times before you bet. Thank you for watching.